Hello everyone, Daisy here again with another layout for Kitaholic kits, and I'm using the August 2019 main kit and pocket kit. I used that gorgeous watercolor background paper. I think this is the B side. I think the A side has that wreath on it, the gorgeous wreath, but I love the B side more. So I cut that beautiful doily that Virginia created for the Kitaholic Kit subscribers, and I made it extremely large and cut it out of that beautiful watercolor paper and then used some lavender cardstock to back it. I was going to pop it up on Fun Foam, and I kind of wish I had because I feel like it needs a little bit of shadow so it stands out a little bit more, but I end up liking what I come up with in the end. So I have these two photos, and these were recently taken, like a couple weeks ago, and the sky was just so gorgeous, and my daughter was standing there, and so I took a couple of pictures. You can't really see my daughter at all because the sky was just too bright. My phone couldn't get both of them. So yeah, but she's there. So I'm just working on layering some things. I'm using the frames that come in the Pink Fresh Studio die cut pack. I did back my photos with one of the 4x6 papers that you get in the pocket kit, and it is the one with the black and white florals. I felt like it needed a little separation from the background. I'm going to use all of these frames, and I do end up cutting them in half and putting some at the top and some at the bottom. I have a fussy cut floral. And I'm going to layer on top of it that little die cut piece. And the die cut piece says, "Let us come alive to the splendor that is all around us and see the beauty in ordinary things." And it was a great color, and I felt like it was a perfect sentiment for this layout. I'm going to end up getting one of those flags on there, the rose gold one, but it doesn't say where it is now. So I'm just going to cut these apart, and then I'm going to start working on my title piece. So I was just going to use the thickers and come up with something, but I felt like I needed something with a little bit more impact, and I remembered one of my stash items were these large title pieces from Dear Lizzie, and so I pulled out the one that says Magical, which just seemed like fate to me. Like, it's the perfect title for this layout. But I felt like it wasn't standing out enough. It was just too light. So I am going to try a couple of things. So I'm going to pull in my other stash item, which are those Nouveau watercolors. And I'm going to attempt to color the bottom half of them purple. But yeah, these are not apparently mixed media ready. I don't know why I thought they were, but they're not. They're just chipboard. So it ends up being a mess, and I don't like it. I'm still going to try to fix it, but basically the like white paper is just peeling up off of the chipboard. So I'm sitting there thinking, and then I see that I have this Distress Oxide mist in Shaded Lilac. And so I'm going to use that, and I just spray it multiple times on the bottom half, and I love how it turns out. You can kind of see some of the darker purple from the watercolors below it. When it dries, it reacts a little bit to the watercolor I did use, so I really love how it turns out. So in order to make room for the title, I have to adjust where my clusters are a little bit by moving them up so that I can fit that large title. I'm just adhering these frames down just by the two ends of them that are sticking underneath the photo, so they do lift up a little bit off the page. I have that little tag, and I think the other half of it said family time, and I cut that off, and then I just used another little tab that says favorite on it and placed it in the kind of white part of that tag. My photos are popped up on some craft foam, so I am having to pop up some of the other items so that they lay flat with it. I'm going to put the word beautiful over there on that side, and then I'm going to carry down the frames. I'm trying to make them look like it's one continuous frame, moving from the top to the bottom. And you don't really see those frames very well in the finished layout because the title does go over it, but you see it enough, and I think it does make, you know, it one of those special little details. So I add 2 of the tiny pink flowers, and then I'm going to adhere down my title, and I'm going to stick that paper clip back on the other end of the beautiful, and then I'm going to finish off my title with the word sunset. So it says magical sunset, using the thickers that came in the kit. And I also used some of the asterisks and kind of placed them around my layout for added sparkle. And to finish it off, I used some more of that Distress Oxide ink and do some splatters around the page. And that's pretty much going to be my layout. So I want to thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to kitaholickits.com or even join the Kitaholic Kits community Facebook group, because that's where you're going to find out what are in the next kits. And I am super excited because the design team was already told what's in them, and I can't wait to get my September kit. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye!